job you want. So it was either this or kids TV. At this point, I don't think ITV will take me, because I'm not a parent or a pedo. The best thing about that joke is it's been topical for 15 years. You just have to change the TV channel. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but there's a lot of pedos at the top of things. Hello? Anyway, so no, I thought I'd give comedy a go. Thing is, my boyfriend didn't think I was funny. And this is how far I'll go to prove him wrong. And you can prove a man wrong. But if he's paying your rent, I don't recommend it. I haven't got a book now. No, it's fine. I'm not bitter. I'm gonna do some horrible jokes about it. Is that better? Right, yeah, so I'm going to do a few horrible jokes about him. It's fine. You know, he was one of those 5'7" guys. You know the ones that are 5'5". They're easier to get over. You just sort of leapfrog. And I used to say straight onto the next stick, but catching a dick in your 40s is tough. It's nearly as hard as leapfrogging over an adult man, frankly. And I know what you're thinking. I don't look a day over 29, I know. Asian don't raisin and fat don't crack. But so the other funny thing about him is, don't worry, he won't hear this material because he's not subscribed to my YouTube channel. Doesn't matter how many times I send him the link. No, he's not actually on social media. That's right. He's a drug dealer. Yeah, it's bad enough losing your boyfriend, but losing your boyfriend and your drug dealer in the same way. Single and sober. It was tough. No, it's fine. So he was, right, the other weird thing about him is that he had these tiny baby balls. And the thing is, I really liked it. The thing, it didn't matter what he did, I could still breathe. But I did think to myself, is it okay that you like these tiny baby balls? You know, could you be a pedo? I did have to ask. But I checked, it's a loophole. It's just like a shaved fanny. As long as it's on an adult. Okay, you're a perv, sure, but we haven't got time to please the lot of us, you know what I mean? The other weird thing about him, and I normally do the posh version of this joke, and for your benefit I will do it, but we both know you'll only understand it when I get to the second version. He didn't emit any ejaculate, that is, he didn't give no jizz, right? So I haven't practiced my cum face in about 7 years. Okay, no, obviously I don't mean the face I make when I cum. Obviously I practice that, mainly on my own if I'm honest. But I mean the face you pull when someone is threatening to come in your close proximity and you're thinking to yourself, please don't give me red eye, Janet in accounts will notice. Please, that face. And at this point, I don't think I'm bringing it back, and that may explain why I'm struggling to catch a dick. I don't know. Anyway, I thought, you know, I've been trying a bit of the online dating. A lot of guys my age just show 2/3 of their head. I'm not a detective, but could they be bald? What do you reckon? Maybe. One of my friends said to me, he said, I think one of the reasons you're struggling to catch a dick is because you're an alpha woman. I laughed, although I didn't know what it meant. It turned out I'd interrupted him, which is apparently very But what he actually was trying to say is that I'm an alphabet spaghetti lady. I've got a lot of letters after my name, but I don't make any sense. Turns out the MSC is counteracted by the ADHD, and now most of my exes have PTSD. One has got STD, but that's nothing to do with me. Anyway, I thought I'd wait to get on stage until all of my opinions were unpopular. So, for example, I used to be a feminist and I'm a massive fucking racist. It's alright, I'm mixed race, it's allowed. Don't worry. No, right, the thing is, the feminists, right, they promised us a lot of stuff and it hasn't really worked out for me. I'm starting to think it might have been a bit of a switch. The first thing they promised us was like financial freedom. That sounds amazing. And I was like, Daddy, you don't need to pay my bills. I'm gonna go get myself some financial freedom. Turned out they meant a job. Like, you're free between the hours of 5 and 9 after working all day for the man. No. My daddy wasn't going to work me that hard, and now I'm too old for a sugar daddy, for fuck's sake. And the other one they promised us was sexual liberation, and that sounds very exciting in your 20s. Right? I'm from the generation that invented dogging, so it's an exciting time to be alive. But in your 40s, it's just another job. You know, I don't want anything with job in the title, rim job, nose job, blow job. Right, thanks. The thing is, at this point, I'm struggling to find a voluntary position, you know? So it's tough. I mean, what the youngsters are doing now, the dating world has changed. The youngsters, they're all taking pride in their sex life, aren't they? Pride in their sex life, yeah? And the thing is, my demographic is male, pale and stale, so my sex drive is driven by shame. And I'm kind of okay with that, you know? I don't want to take pride in my sex life, it just wouldn't work. And the other thing is positive affirmative consent. Nothing drives me up quicker. If you've got to ask, it's definitely a no, isn't it? You know what I mean? That's the way I see it. But yeah, so I thought, you know, I'll wait until all my opinions are quite unpopular. The other one, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of a 70s muff. It's not actually a sartorial choice, I'm just too fat to shave it. And I've been down the barbers, no luck, you know what I mean? If there's anyone who's got the skill and the hand dexterity to get round my clit with a razor, I feel like it's someone who deals with an Adam's apple on a regular basis, do you know what I mean? That seems like the right kind of. But no, not so much. The other thing, so yeah, you know, it's tough. I don't want you to feel too sorry for me though. Like, I did recently have an all-inclusive holiday, 2 weeks, 4 meals a day, can you tell? It was lovely, it was really nice. And not only did I not pay for it, but technically speaking, you all did. That's right, I got sectioned, yeah. It's very hard to clap for the NHS. Mainly because they're a bit shit, to be honest. But no, in all seriousness, it's because in a straitjacket you just can't do it, you know what I mean? The logistics, it don't work. I'm only joking, they don't give you a straitjacket on the NHS. You've got to go private for that. Talk to me afterwards, it's very expensive, but well worth it. Now, the thing is, the great thing about being section is that now, if I need to speak to doctors, I don't have to wait 2 weeks. Straight in there, yeah? Because they're worried I might be a danger to myself or others. So I get straight to the front of the queue, which is a bonus. And the other great thing about it is that I've got a certification of sanity. I wouldn't be here tonight if I hadn't proved to the healthcare system that I was sane. Now looking around this room, I'm not sure that the rest of you could say the same. So I might be the sanest person in this room. Which brings me nicely to the bit where I tell you that God loves you. The thing is, it's very hard to have that conversation in Tesco and not get sectioned, but I keep trying because, you know, you've got to try and cheer them up, haven't you? It's depressing in Tesco, especially if you're a machine. They work relentlessly, don't they? You've got to give them a day off. I think we should be human, you know what I mean? At least they get rest breaks. No, it's fine. So, so like, as I say, I'm a massive racist. In my defence, my dad's Indian, and he's a prick, so it's mainly him that I don't like. No, the thing is, right, he came to this country as a refugee. Do you really want to hear the rest of this? It's only going to get darker, darling. Alright. He came to this country as a refugee and then voted for Brexit because there's fucking enough of them, isn't there? That's his opinion. He's like, I don't want any more of us out here, it's fucking ruining it. Just saying, that's his opinion. I mean, it's alright, don't worry, he's dying, so, you know, that opinion ain't gonna last too long. But, no, it's a difficult one, like, is my mum a racist? She did vote for Brexit, but then she had me with my dad, so, bit of a mixed bag there, isn't it? It's a bit confusing. But yeah, no, it's fine. So like I say, God loves you, and that is probably the most important message in this set. But you want a punchline, don't you, fuckers? Fucking nothing's enough, is it? Like, you know, the science people though, right? Good luck with it and all, but there's no prizes at the end for them, is there? Just death. Seems a bit depressing. Having said that, I was actually born with a tail, right? It's very hard to argue against evolution when you are the missing link. difficult to not believe in that one. So I'm sort of caught between the two, really, the science and the religion. But I do think I fancy the prizes at the end. Do you know what I mean? That sounds better to me. It's got to be a win. No, so I mean, it's funny, right? Because I have usually got some material. Tonight's not that night. What can I say? I had a conversation with someone earlier and it diverted me. So, you know, it's confused me. And I don't tell the time well, so... No, he's not looking up. He's not getting me up. Alright, I'll try and end on a punchline. Go on. We'll wait for it. No, the thing is, right, I thought, like, the online dating's getting tough. I thought I'd try and develop a personality, see if that helped. Turns out I'm a cunt.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Joe Ford!